I'm going to go over my expectation when practicing kata, and why the opening move of each set is so important. The opening moves are a first impression, and first impressions many times determine the result. When practicing today, I want you to focus on two elements: the cleanliness and efficiency of your techniques, imagining you're a well-oiled machine and your body moves exactly how you tell it to, and your intent, the feeling behind your movements. But that all starts with your mind, so focus and feel your moves from the inside out. You need to be able to demonstrate visually through the first move that anybody even thinks about trying to hurt you will change their mind. We're going to take a look at the opening of Handsaw first. Although this is a beginner kata, we want the same key principles. We want to look, we want to be able to chamber, and we want to lower our center of gravity. Let's put the techniques with the stance. I recommend for beginners to stop at each position before continuing on to the next technique. I like intermediates to focus on clean technique and fluid motions, and the advanced levels should be clean and fluid already, so they can focus on intent. In this next set, we're going to look at timing. I'm going to give you a couple examples of what you might want to look like if you're a beginner, and some tips for intermediate and advanced levels. I recommend for intermediate and advanced levels to work on timing, where there's a shorter pause between the hammer strike and the lunge punch. Let's take a quick look at another set. The knife hand blocks are a good one. You'll see them in Handsaw, hand nidan, and many other advanced level kata. And if you see beginner at the bottom, you should be stopping at each position. Hand nidan's a fun one. Although there's variations on the beginning of the kata, here's my example. Remember, we want to look, chamber, drop the weight, stance, and explode. Alright, let's take a look at this tricky set in hand nidan. Check each position first before trying to be fluid in your motion. Another one that gets us. Alright, let's break this set down just a little bit more for beginners. Let's look at the timing now. Now it's time for Heian Sandan. The opening move is just like Heian Goran. We want to drop the weight, look in chamber, extend in our stance. In this fun one, we want to start with our hips forward, then to the side. Make sure you stop, make sure you have balance, then expand. Let's wrap things up by looking at that a little bit more fluid and then at regular speed. Practice makes permanent, so how you practice will be how you perform. So let's make sure we're ready. If you found this video useful, make sure you share or leave a comment.